Hello, and welcome to Wyvern, a Dungeons & Dragons podcast. My name is George, and I'll be your DM for the evening.
I'm Ryan, I played the child murderer Tonsil.
I'm Jacob, I play the disgusted cleric Chadlehard.
I'm Mac, and I play Little Mac.
And welcome to, this is hour 6 of our Brave Heroes adventure.
5, 4...
Welcome to Wyvern Watch.
That was terrible.
So we took a brief intermission from hour 5. We did some jumping jacks. We got energized and we're ready to tackle now what this hour has in store. We also submitted our appeal to the panel manager of MetroCon.
That's the other, plot that's going on behind the DnD plot, is our quest to get a panel.
So if all goes well, Saturday at any time or Friday at any time, you will catch us at the Tampa Bay Convention Center. If you can't make it, that's okay. Everything will be recorded and put on our channel.
Yes. But how?
That's the question.
That is the question.
Will we acquire a video camera by that time? Who knows? Stay tuned to find out.
But where we last left our coward brave adventurers, they were flanking the city after Tonsil has child blood on his hands. The talons, my apologies. And the guards, the fighting, the warriors of that cabal civilization have rallied and are now heading out en masse to Ivorst. So let's all enter the realm of fantasy together. Let's, instead of holding hands this time, let's link our minds to one collective cause. Come with me into the land of fantasy. Leave your mortal bodies behind and mental link, mind link into an imaginary creation. Follow me to the forgotten realms where heroes are found every day and monsters are slain by night. As we enter the realm of fantasy! Alright, that was great. So, Judel, Tonsil, Chadlehard, what shall you do?
Oh, are we climbing the mountain now?
Yeah, I tried. You guys decided to climb the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
In no particular order, that's right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You see that the civilization of these small creatures ends when the slope of the mountain gets a little too steep. They try to utilize the most amount of land they can. They seem to be building densely towards the center. However, the mountain rises at a steep slope, and you guys are still able to scale it, but any attempts to build would be not fruitful. Unfruitful? Bad.
Disfruitful.
Disfruitful.
That's not the word.
Vegetable.
But with very little time, you guys reach the apex of at least this part of the mountain, and you'd be able to peek down to the town below.
How much rope do I have?
You should write it down.
I have. I know I have it written down somewhere. I have approximately 60 feet of rope to use.
How tall is the tower look?
From your vantage point, the tower appears, let me check, to be about 80 feet tall.
It's actually a lot taller than I thought it would be.
It is a formidable fortress, if you ignore the construction. It's simply imposing in size, especially for diminutive 4-foot, 3-foot creatures.
Like a sky ramp and Fortnite, just shoot out the bottom one. It'll just come crashing down. Is that...
Don't you mean, what's the other?
Radical Heights?
Radical Heights, baby.
Yeah. I smell cherries.
We're on the backside of the mountain now.
More or less, yes.
Because I can jump 30 feet forward. So if the top of the tower is like 30 feet away from any point on the mountain, I'm gonna try that.
Is that what you'd like to do?
I mean, those mountains are pretty high.
I'm
If that's
I
80
can jump from
feet.
the top of the mountain.
Yeah,
I'll still
I know that.
get hurt. But if like a point on the mountain, any point on the mountain is like horizontally, like
Ladder.
30 feet away
Yeah.
from the top of the tower, or wherever we want to get. I can just.
All right. Roll.
Spring-
Probably
like
not
a-
though. It seems like 30 feet would be too small of a distance.
Yeah.
Unless it was in like a. It would make sense
Unless
if it was
it's
in a,
like
it was in a
very-
canyon.
Yeah.
Very steep.
So I don't think I can do it. So I think we're just going to continue with our just kind of unplanned path down the mountain or
Okay.
around it.
Doesn't look like there's gonna be any easy way up that tower.
We're gonna have to just sneak in or break in or something.
All right. You guys are out looking. You've crossed the crest and are now kind of peering, trying to find a vantage point where you can infiltrate the town. And you spot Hat Kobold making his way back through the densely packed town towards the front of the tower.
Guys, there's the Hat Kobold.
Indeed.
So
That's it.
any like normal talking won't be heard because we're high.
Correct. Right now, you could talk in your normal voice and it would not be discovered. At the base of the mountain is again the town's beginnings. It's dense network. Any pathway to the tower would be through like channels or alleyways between buildings.
Can we see like is there like a smallest distance between the base of the town, the edge of the town, and the base of the mountain and the tower?
You could descend from the mountain to cover the least distance between tower and mountain.
How
Yes.
noticeable would we be?
I mean, fairly. It's the mountainside's not nearly vertical, but you say it's fairly steep. So it would be a dexterity check to descend. Yeah, and then if you wanted to move silently, it would be another attempt. Or I should say,
Aren't-
from bush to bush.
Aren't kobolds nocturnal though? Like wouldn't a majority of them be sleeping? Because I thought that was our initial thoughts when we were.
You do know that the kobolds prefer, at least I mean, most of their things, you know, from the townspeople, their activities have always been at night. So you can draw from that conclusion. Also, though, most of them just, left town in the day to go back, presumably to Idols.
Oh shit! So they're not all locked up and boarded up.
Whoever's out of the town.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, most of them aren't even aware that
Yeah.
that kobolds are what's going on. They're just gonna see these guys and like, what the fuck, and then they get their knees cut off or something, their legs chopped off by this guy's running through.
They're like holding this child in the air.
I don't think they brought the kid.
Yeah. They're like pointing at like townspeople that are like strapped.
Checking the right hands of everybody in town. Checking for talons.
Yeah. They're gonna find this person who brutally murdered a child.
We lost the momentum. So DM, where are we going? So we're on the
Oh,
mountain.
Well, the mountains. Yeah, fuck the town. We don't care about the town.
Whatever.
I mean, it's not where I'm from. I'm from South Drill, born and raised.
Southside.
Southside.
SD.
Yo, Southside, man, we kill kids. It's fine. Southside happens every day. We don't even it's no thing.
Ain't no thing.
Ain't no thing. It's Southside.
Chicken wing.
Stop saying Southside.
All right. But you guys are poised to infiltrate the town now. You've witnessed Paper Hat Kobold enter this tower at the base floor, and you don't see any movement, any bustle and hustle. You see storefronts and what would be, say, a market square where kobolds would come to deal and trade and live their life as a happy individual living being. But currently, windows are shut, doors are locked, presumably, and nobody's outside.
Hey, maybe it doesn't look like there's a lot going on in the town, Maybe we could go down and try and sneak into the tower, maybe.
We could.
You think that'd be a good idea?
I agree.
I think it's our best bet.
Okay, I need everyone to do a dexterity check to descend the mountain successfully.
I got it.
So, Adelhard, you got it?
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty well.
So, Jude and Adelhard, you're able to keep your pace as you run down the mountain. When you walk down an inclined surface, it's faster, and be able to land in the dust at the bottom. and you turn in time to see Tonto tumbling behind you. I'll give you an opportunity to catch him if you'd like.
I just kind of watched him kill a child. I'm not feeling too friendly.
I guess I'll try a little bit.
All right, do a strength to body him.
I guess I don't know if they kind of roll off. I don't know. I'm just gonna roll again anyway. I got it.
Okay, so while Adelhard stands aside, Judo, you kind of leap in harm's way.
Resigned kind of get my arms out.
And you catch him kind of bridal style.
Holy shit! Thanks.
It's a damage.
But you did cause quite a ruckus.
Need to move.
Adelhard, what is your god's thoughts on helping people?
I should do it.
So letting your friend plummet towards the earth.
Well, he also he just killed a child. I think that getting a little bit of some scrapes would be justice for that.
Okay, so that's what your character kind of mentality is, that
he has done bad things, so it's okay for some bad things to happen to him.
Okay, kind of Gandhi, eye for an eye.
Yeah, because I mean, Tyr. You're right.
He did talk about that.
That's not how that works.
No, yeah, Tyr is definitely more of an eye for an eye kind of guy. He's the god of justice and also the god of war.
Okay.
So
Wasn't Gandhi.
so retribution, that kind of justice.
Okay. After the cloud of dust and rocks settled, the town is still silent, and nobody has come out to kind of check. You all hear a dog barking in the distance.
It's not us. We didn't cause that dog to bark.
We even have dogs.
We're not even dogs.
I bet it's a dimension dog. Whatever it's called.
Blink
Blink dog.
Oh no.
You hear the first half of a bark on your right and the last half on your left.
Oh. It's hard to
Either
do
it's
that
a
with
dog-
a singular microphone.
Either it's a dog hive mind or blink dogs.
I'd be really impressed if a dog could stop a bark halfway through and another dog could pick up. Like just not even like the coordination responsible, but like the muscular control and the vocals of that.
Anyway, I think we're just gonna sneak through.
And we're just gonna
Do
walk
I need
through
to
the town.
roll another?
Are you guys going to attempt to move silently to the base of the tower?
I mean,
It seems better than not.
As quiet as we can.
So yeah, go ahead. Let's do some dexterity checks. Dexteria
I
checks.
Dexterio very well.
I'm happy to hear that.
So would I roll dexterity or move
got it.
silent?
I'll
I
let
have
you choose whatever is better for you.
Well, I have a much better chance to move silently.
So yeah, you can give
By
that a
literally like 10%.
Excellent.
And I get it, barely.
Okay. What about Adelhard?
Yes, we're good.
And what about Judo?
I got it.
So all three of you begin to creep crouch into this town. The gravel underfoot is growing to kind of a finer rock. As you kind of descend a little bit deeper, there's a slight gradual slope into the valley of these mountains. But you pass between these huts. You see this is a kind of a shopping district. You see tables where goods would be outlaid. However, it's narrow enough that you can't quite extend your arms to their full reach. It is impacted a little bit. In addition, because of kobolds, the buildings don't stand higher than 5 feet at most, honestly, which is enough headroom for them. So you can I think all of you are taller than 5 feet. So you can
5'3".
Yep.
all see kind of above the rooftops.
I'm like 6 foot.
That's great.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mr. Tall Guy over here. Look at me.
Ooh.
The
I like
Chad,
Jesus.
Chad Adelhard.
Chadlehard.
The Chadlehard versus the Virgin Tonto.
The Virgin.
The
No.
Tonto.
The Virgin Doodle. Virgin Poodle.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't. Only Chadlehard works.
Chadlehard. Oh yeah.
There's our episode name.
Chadlehard. All right, so we are making our way to the tower.
Yes. The doors are all closed. Shutters are all shut. If you do another dexterity check or move silently check successfully, you'll be at the front of the tower, the base of the tower.
Dun, 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 dun.
glass. Bum, bum.
Fail.
Okay. So,
That noise.
Chadlehard, because of your 6 foot stature, you kind of try to navigate above, or rather crawl / above a few stones in the middle of the walkway, and you accidentally hit your. Are you wearing a helmet or just your naked head?
I think I have a helmet.
Okay.
Like an open faced helmet.
Okay, because you clink the metal of your helmet against the metal of a roof, and send a resounding.
Well, I have leather armor,
So you probably have a leather hat.
probably.
In which case, your leather hat catches on a burr on the metal roof, and you yank it up a little bit and pull some metal down, and kind of like a gong through the market square.
Yeesh.
We need
Let's
to be,
move.
It's a scary amount of dice rolls.
The house that you kind of ripped off a couple panelings, you hear some shouting from inside of it. It sounds like if kobolds could be from Boston, it sounds like the kobolds from Boston. And rapid footsteps towards the doorway.
Okay, so we're moving. I'm moving away. I'm running.
You guys are just booking it now?
But
At least fast walk.
Okay.
I want to perch on their roof.
Don't.
Talon hand at the ready.
No!
No, it doesn't.
No.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna. So I'll start just kind of picking up the pace to get to that tower.
Okay.
Maybe like
Fortunately,
duck
this
in
was,
between.
Like 8 feet away from the tower's entrance. So you approach a small door, 3.5 feet from the ground, or rather from the ground. That's the total height. It's not 3.5 feet.
Dive
off the
in.
ground. Okay.
Ready to dive in.
Is it an open like door? Or
I don't
is there
think
a
we
lock?
would be able to walk in.
It is
like,
a
crawling.
closed door at the moment. It is a looks to be like somebody kind of took the bark off the front of a tree and then reinforced it maybe with a couple of errant pieces of wood and then stuck it on the front of a tower.
Oh, so it's like Shrek's door.
A little bit, yeah.
So, I mean, can we just open it?
Are you just yanking it?
Yank
Yeah,
it.
Who's
Yank
yanking
it.
Who's yanking
I'll
it?
yank it.
All right.
He seemed to be the most in the hurry.
You grasp a knotted piece of rope that serves as a handle and roll a strength check.
I'm gonna take off the...
Oh no, one off. Can't do it. Nope,
my
can't do
God.
it. Sorry, I'll move my die out.
Okay, I get it. It's good.
Okay. And you rip off and kind of bust what was supposed to be a lock. And the doorway is open now.
A kobold strength lock.
Essentially, yes. The doorway you hear behind opening with screaming from that household.
Yeah, I'm gonna like dive into the thing.
Okay.
Dive into the tower.
Follow suit. I'm gonna swoosh right in.
Swoosh right in.
I want to bear crawl.
Okay, so with a leap, I guess with a dive, a swoosh, and a bear crawl, all three of you find yourself in the center of the room. The doorway is still open.
I would like being the third in,
Okay.
What's the
grab and close the door
Okay.
best I can.
You replace the door to its closed position.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, so it just broke the lock.
I
I didn't
mean,
like the door off the hinges or anything.
No, you just
Okay.
you see
Okay.
now that it looks to be kind of like a little bit of carved wood and then a piece of rope kind of acting as a lever that you kind of snapped off, like the wood, carved wood.
Okay.
So you've closed the door. All three of you hear footsteps running towards the doorway that you just closed.
Do we see inside any stairs or anything?
Negative. When you enter, start Realm of Fantasy. The room you've entered now, the floor has gone from that kind of tiny gravel to a soft dirt. In the center of the room, there is a almost chimney-like construction with a tiny hole at the bottom, much like where you put a fire. However, there's no hinting, no traces of a fire. And this is about a semicircle, half circle hemisphere, about a
Does it
foot
go
up.
all the way up?
Well, the tube does,
Yeah, but
and then the hole could be a hemisphere.
oh,
You're thinking like SolidWorks.
okay.
But the room, however, is barren, save for there is a hole in the ceiling that you can see something up there. You see a ladder but it's hung up there still. At the far end of the room from the entrance are 3 stone statuettes with scales, or rather, all of them have an outstretched arm, and then there's a scale in front of them. There's one of a dragon, there's one of a humanoid-type creature, and there's one of a kind of a devil-type creature. It's much like a human, except like a lot more buff, and with horns and wings. Littered around the room.
Oh, he's Devil Jim.
Littered around the room are cubes and boxes, no more than a foot in cubic.
Man, you can fit a whole child in there.
I mean, why is Santo so child obsessed now?
Well, maybe.
It's hard to wash off the brain.
Yeah.
What happened?
There is now someone at the door.
I would like to grab the door and try and prevent it from being opened, I guess.
Put like a box in front of it.
I mean, does this door open out, like, if you're outside, does it open outwards, or would you push it in?
We should kind of pull it out.
You would
No.
push it in?
Mhm.
Okay, so I like boxes, but for now I'm going to hold.
Okay, so you're able to hold at the moment. You feel at least one kobold creature trying to do it, but you're able to hold them off single-handedly, literally. You two are what doing?
So I think we're gonna go inspect those scales.
Okay.
Wait. I'm grabbing a box. I'm gonna help him like barricade the door with it or something.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we might need those. I feel like that's part of the puzzle.
Puzzle?
What?
What do you think? Why do you think there's a puzzle in the entrance room?
How else are we gonna get the? There's obviously some mechanism.
You think they set up puzzles to?
I was going to
Whatever.
climb up
We'll
the
go with
chimney.
you. We'll go with the puzzle plan, but I don't know. I mean, like towers just have a puzzle on them.
Okay.
So I don't know, some kind of game.
What?
Judel and Adelhard,
They're little animals.
Whatever. We'll do. Okay, we'll do.
Don't
the
they
puzzle.
like playing games?
Okay, Tontal, you hold them off. We're gonna try and solve a puzzle.
I would like to now sit down and outstretch my feet to hold the door.
Okay. So you take a relaxed kind of back against the door, some are at the lake, sitting against it, holding the bag. You can tell a couple more hands have kind of joined in on the pounding, but none of them are really posing any challenge to your, 120 pounds soaking wet?
I think I weigh 110.
But soaking wet.
Yep, soaking wet, I'm 120.
Nice. Okay.
All that kid's blood.
I'm
So-
an absolute unit.
Judel and Adelhard, what are you guys doing?
I mean, I want to inspect the scales.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Are you going with him?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and find this puzzle.
Okay, you
I'm
guys
talking about.
approach the scale. This is a circular room. I'm going to make a map with my hands here. Actually, I'll just do a quick post-it map because those take 2 seconds and it helps a wee bit. So,
It's a good bit.
circle this room. What's up?
Yeah, start.
Okay, my apologies.
Just I want to be able to cut it easily.
With every pound, my thoughts grow deeper about what I've done to this species.
Every moment alone is a moment.
Okay,
reflects
here's a quick little 2-second sketch. You guys can take it. All right, so this is a circular tower on the base floor. The
So
center
yeah,
has,
how high is the ceiling, by the way?
excuse me. The ceiling's actually, you notice, for kobold construction, or at least what might have been, or what you suspect to be kobold construction. Certainly kobold inhabit at the moment, but this is a ceiling 8 foot high at least. Far too high to be reached up. You can outstretch your arm fully upward without touching the ceiling.
So
I mean, as a 6-foot person, you can get really close. Maybe if you go on your tippy toes, you'll brush your fingers.
Okay.
That's about where I stand.
So about that
Actually,
tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not exactly.
If you're 6 feet out there listening right now, if you stand on your tippy toes, an 8-foot high.
Podcast question of the week: can you touch an 8-foot ceiling, 6 foot tall viewers?
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
We're interested to hear both sides of the argument.
Fun fact: soccer goals, regulation size, are 8 feet tall and 8 yards wide. That's true.
It's a good visual reference.
Yeah.
So what's the puzzle looking like? What's this, what do we see with the statues and
The
boxes?
statuettes, as you approach, you do see that they are full stone of construction, and they have all of their right arms are outstretched, holding a. You recognize a scale where it's a basin, a dish, and then it has 4 chains that lead up into a single point. All those similar. Their fists then extend into those 4 chains with the basin at the bottom, and they all stand kind of at attention.
And are they all balanced? Just
They all currently are about this. Yes, they're the same horizontally. They seem to be balanced.
so they're all empty.
Bangs at the door.
Okay.
They're all empty and balanced.
Again, this is a the devil type creature in the center, a humanoid on the right, and a dragon on the left.
How many boxes are there?
There are many, many, many boxes. It is
As many as you'd want, basically.
as you want.
Okay, so we wouldn't have to use all the boxes probably for any puzzle.
Yes. These boxes are all of different sizings. Like I said, there's some that are a mere inch squared, and then there are some that go up to a foot squared.
Are they all the same
Or
material?
cubed. I'm sorry?
Are they all the same material?
Are you now investigating all these boxes?
Yeah, well, let's investigate the box.
Okay. The majority of these boxes, as you're lifting them up and kind of getting the feel of them, some feel hollow, made out of a wood, bound or carved. Some is just a simple carved piece of driftwood. And you find 3 boxes that do stick out to you. Both you guys roll wisdom checks for investigation.
I don't get it.
I get it.
Okay. So what you see, these 3 boxes, they seem to be of a metal, unlike the others, or at least unlike any others you've seen. Roll 1 more wisdom check if you can.
I get it.
Okay. You recognize this from the this type of metal from the tomb of
Of Ozark.
Ozki.
Oski?
Oski.
Oski? Oski.
Is that a legitimate mess up?
Yeah, no, you could tell.
Oski.
You could tell with like
It
the
is
compassion in his voice.
Dark iron type of material. It is located very, very scarcely. It is a rare, and it's got properties that really only Ozki knew and complete. This is something listeners that they've discovered in the crypt was littered with stuff, or rather, it was formed in a vein. The crypt was carved out of a vein, and all the magical happenstance was related to that. Regardless,
That's the stuff that the sword and shield were made out of, right?
correct. But in addition to being kind of drawn from that metal, they also have, let's say inscriptions, let's say writing on them in the same language you recognize from the graffitis that were on the town and on the trees and on the forests.
Okay.
You see these cubes? They're made of the metal from Oski's tomb.
Oh. So
I think this power has something to do with Oski,
yeah. So
which would explain the random puzzle.
okay. You want to start putting them on the scales, see what they do?
That would be a good first step. How are you doing, Tonsil?
Yeah, not getting any younger over here.
There's
We'll
there's
speed
a
it
kid.
up.
Tonsil little status update. There's now probably a sizable crowd. They're now banging around the door as well, but still nothing. I mean, there's a couple times you get bumped, but nothing is really threatening your structural integrity. It's a load-bearing Tonsil.
I mean, if you have any boxes, maybe I could help out and we could barricade this door.
Well,
Okay, you've solved the puzzle. I'll give him some boxes that we don't.
yeah, I'll
Okay, so
start.
moving boxes.
I'll
that we
put-
don't
I'll
like,
put-
the heavy ones.
I'll just
Okay.
randomly put a cube in each scale.
Okay. I'm going to
He just rolls a die and it's like, oh, you solved it.
I'm going to take a break again so I can write down the inscriptions that are on these respective boxes. So okay. Let me money. I'm a pretty boy.
Can
I'm
I
a
go take a
pretty
power
boy.
nap?
You can make
No.
any
You can
noise.
drink a fucking Monster, man, or a Pepsi.
Peppy?
Yeah. Why don't you drink a Peppy?
I don't like Peppy.
Why don't you drink a Coke?
How about a cup?
I don't like cock.
You don't
Like
like Pepsi?
Coke.
You don't like Coke?
I don't
What do
like
you want to pick up
Pepis,
your energy?
Boba Bola.
What do you want to pick your energy up, man?
Sleep.
No, that doesn't.
It works.
You gotta
I
stop
also want the sound clip of him saying, "I like cock."
I don't like cock.
Oh, we just cut the don't. That's the magic of audio editing.
Oh, you're correct.
That's why I never say the words I like or cock in a sentence.
Oh, Mac,
Well, you're the editor.
I have grave news for you,
Oh
Matt.
no.
You don't even need to say them in the same sentence. Have you ever seen Dino Flask?
What a flash?
Dino Flask. He cuts up Jeff Kaplan, the Overwatch.
Oh, those videos.
Yeah, he cuts up Jeff Kaplan's things
Yeah.
to make him say whatever he wants.
So like I don't know, Tracer's ads or something like that. Tracer's ads.
May's ass is being nerfed.
Like what?
Something like that. I think that
Yeah,
was.
that's-
I'm pretty sure that was in one of his videos once,
May's ass is being nerfed.
like that. And we don't want you to have any fun.
Yeah. It's like we don't want you to have any fun.
They're good videos. I like them.
2.
I'm Jeff Kaplan. I do not like you. I do not like the players.
I would like to mention that Wyvern Watch is not sponsored by Overwatch at all.
Okay, they just rhyme.
They
Let's-
just rhyme. They just end in the same word.
All right, we jump back into the world.
Oh yeah.
I get that out of your system,
Get the
everybody.
evil demons out of your soul.
All right, these are the inscriptions on all 3 boxes. It is line.
For the viewers at home, Chadlehard is looking at the inscriptions.
Check our Instagram at Conan O'Brien Real. I can't see because I'm moving boxes.
That's right.
All right.
So yeah, you find a couple boxes of stone, a couple boxes carved wood. How many are you going for? How much weight you trying to
Just
put?
making a big block.
About 120 pounds weight.
Or put it at the door, around the door, you know.
Okay.
Making a second wall.
Zoodle.
What?
I can't read any of these cubes. Let's just place them.
Okay. Start moving. You start. Moving
Yeah,
cubes.
I'll start moving
let
All
you-
right, so you started accumulating a pile.
Is this just a pen test at the top?
Yeah, I
Okay.
wrote something incorrectly and I just screwed it up. My
All right.
apologies.
What's it look like? Joodle?
It looks like gibberish.
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 Gibberish?
Is that
Gibberish.
what the kobolds speak? Gibberish?
Hell, they speak gibberish.
At this point, can we say that we have enough boxes at the door?
Yes. Yeah. Enough time has passed in game that Chadlehard has. What's up? You got a question?
So there's only 3 cubes and 3 scales, right?
Correct.
So does it matter which side of this? I guess you can't tell me.
No, I can't.
I'm gonna put this one.
The top one.
I'm gonna put the top one on the human one.
Okay.
I'm gonna put the middle one on the Hellboy one.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put the bottom one on the dragon one.
Okay.
Does anything happen?
Please mark on the map where you guys are standing, and Joodle, please tell me which one you put on last.
Oh, in the list that I mentioned, though, I put the dragon one on the last.
That's good to know. And you 2 are by the doorway.
And so the dragon was on the right, right?
Yes.
Well, then that's where I am.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're both standing by the door still.
Yeah, you guys.
Are fine.
Oh, yeah.
Aw.
Okay, so what you notice as you put each cube on these scales, that the arm does depress a little bit. It goes down a notch. You hear an audible click. And when you put the 3rd one on, the statuettes all
Come to life and beat him to death.
Take out bats.
they all kind of their eye sockets glow very faintly, but you notice it. And beneath, you see the statuettes are all along this curve, right in front of it, and a curve as well. Spikes kind of shoot up like a trap.
Like a trap.
So I was wrong.
You take a point of damage, like an inch worth of tiny nails, kind of just
Ow, my feetsies.
Shoot up
Hey,
for
I
a
went-
split second.
I went to Mosey. I would just rise up an inch and I get stabbed.
With the momentum.
So I'm standing. Like,
So you're down to 4 HP?
No, I should be down to. Oh yeah, I should be down 4.
Okay.
How did I take those 2?
We were fighting
Kobold.
kobolds.
Yes,
All
I
right.
just wasn't paying attention.
There you go. And the scales tip, not in your favor, and the cubes fall off.
Do the
What just
spikes
happened?
descend?
Yes.
I think I was wrong.
What
I'm gonna
happened?
sit down a little bit.
What happened when you were wrong?
It stabbed my feet with nails.
Oh,
That sounds painful.
that does. Are you all right?
It's been better, I can assume.
Could I line up my feet to exactly where the nails are next time so it doesn't hurt me?
Well, it's a whole bed. Like, there's an inch maybe between each nail.
Yeah, exactly. So if I line up my feet correctly, next time I'll just go in the holes.
How tiny are your feet?
No, the
The
nails
holes in my
will-
feet.
The nails
Oh! Yeah, that'd work.
Like Legos.
Yeah, like I get. Is
Yeah.
the dirt disturbed at all by this sudden thrusting motion?
There is a small cloud that forms when these things shoot up for a brief second. When the dirt settles, the tiny holes that the nails reside in become covered by the layer of dirt that settles.
They were like sin bombs.
Yeah, essentially. They would not have been noticed unless somebody was looking for traps.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a 25% chance.
Oh,
I-
we know
I
there's
would-
a trap.
Yeah.
You don't need to detect the traps.
Okay, I'm going to... Did I see... So how far did the nails go, like, out? Like, how far...
He's the only one.
Can I put it on without standing where the nails are?
Like, can he like hoist himself on the statue?
You could.
I'm going to say that you would not know, because when you put the last cube on, it happened, just a blink of an eye.
My feet.
But
So
but it'd be pretty easy to tell that you wouldn't be stabbed. If you
I'll
were
say,
standing
Chadlehard, you have the information. The cloud of dust that formed was far enough away that you couldn't just lean over and put the cube on.
Yeah, but you could sit on the statue.
That's what you want to do.
Yeah, I think that's a terrible idea.
The statues.
Or I could grab...
superheated.
I could just grab 2 of the...
Grab a box,
grab 2
stand
of the
on
boxes and stand on the box. I don't know why you...
Because
Are we
that's
gonna
something the
make-
player has to attempt.
Are we gonna make me hold the door again?
I mean, do we have enough cubes? We got enough
Yeah,
cubes. There's some cubes laying around. There's some cubes that are bigger than the spiky boys. And can he attempt to actually read them? Can he roll a check to read them?
Do you have languages?
Yes, because he read Oski's script before.
That was magical, I thought.
Yeah, that was magic stuff. I think that's
No.
different. Is it just... Like, I guess the Kobold language, maybe? Does it look like a different language? Like, does it look like the Kobold language? Or does it look
Yes,
like...
this is the Kobold language.
Okay, yeah, then I
Oh, okay.
If you have read languages,
I just have reading and writing, which is like...
no, that would not.
Mr. Library.
Okay, I'm going to...
Having fun isn't hard.
Okay.
Get a library card.
At this point, you do have enough boxes stacked that the door will hold.
How many more boxes are there?
You've got basically any box with any substance in front of that door.
Okay.
There are still tiny, like, 1x1s by ones.
Okay. Okay. Human, not dragon. The horned man.
Devil Jin.
Yeah. Dragon. And I'm going to, when I put the... I'm not going to put the dragon one on while standing. I'm going to try and climb up on the dragon one while I put the dragon one on.
Okay. So let me review. That middle one you're putting on the humanoid.
Yes.
The top one you're putting on the kobolanoid. Oh boy.
Yes.
And the bottom one you're putting on the dragon.
Yes.
So,
The entire room.
and you're going to stand on the statue.
Well, I just don't want to get stabbed.
Okay. When you put the last one on the dragons, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay. I suppose you wouldn't be able to see, but Tonto and Chadlehard, you recognize that the eyes of the dragon statuette and of the humanoid both glow green for a brief second, and the Hellboy one glows a deep red, and a cloud of dust appears in front of them.
All of them? Or...
All of them.
Fuck. What the hell?
Well, at least you didn't get stabbed this time. 2 of their eyes flashed green. The other flashed red.
That doesn't make sense though.
It doesn't.
Which ones were green?
It was
Dragon
and the human.
and the human.
Well, how could two of them be right, but one of them be wrong? Did they all fall on the floor again?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna put the dragon and the human one back. If those are green, I'm just gonna assume green means good.
Okay.
Assumption.
Green in the Kobold Society means terrible.
I'm gonna make sure it's on the same side of the scale too, in case that mattered. I don't think it did.
It's a single dish.
Oh, it's a single dish?
Yeah.
Oh, this entire time I thought it was like a
My
scale.
apologies. No.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense. I was really confused
My
about
apologies.
Okay.
Let's do a brief review. They are small statuettes about kobold size. These are all scaled to about a kobold, so it's a dragon sized kobold. It's this.
A kobold-sized dragon, you mean?
Yeah.
You said dragon-sized kobold.
Oh yes, you're
I
right.
haven't
You're
gotten to
right.
that room yet.
And then each one of them have a single outstretched right hand that holds a dish
Okay.
supported by 4 chains.
Oh, well, can I look around for another cue?
There are no more.
Maybe you need to switch the human and the dragon one.
Yeah,
Maybe that
try
might
it.
work.
Well, they were.
Maybe green.
It's the
isn't good.
only idea I got. Why not try it?
But green's good.
Who are the
Green don't mean shit.
Green means good.
Just try it. What do we have to lose?
Okay.
It
I
would
switch
make
them
the
around.
most.
I switch them around. And meanwhile, there's just an entire army banging on the wall.
Yeah, it's essentially what's happening. You see, the sounds are growing a lot louder.
Okay, I'll switch them around. I do that, and I also climb up again so I don't get stabbed.
All right. You lay the last one. Hand moves down and
Okay, I go back to my original thing, but I put the
So
dragon.
were they all? We were observing the eye color very closely.
red, red, red.
Okay, I put them back where it was green, but I don't put the kobold one down yet.
Okay.
Did anything happen? Still waiting for that one.
Nothing happens. The sounds of the box are kind of shifting at the door.
Think the order mattered?
Think so. I want to go.
Well, I'm
Reaffirm
gonna
the
climb up on the
boxes.
kobold one, and then place the kobold one on that one, and see if the order mattered.
The cloud of it shoots up again.
But there's still the 2 greens.
Yes, if you're putting the same box from Chadlehard, you're watching this from a distance.
Yes,
Roll a wisdom check.
I get it.
The dishes that are held by the arms of these statuettes are large enough to hold multiple boxes at once.
Oh.
The dishes can hold more than one box, but there are no more.
Well, there's only 3 boxes,
That's right.
and each one needs to hold a box, right? Well, we put a box in 2 of them that flash green, so that means the box. I'm assuming my puzzle thing, like those 2 are supposed to have boxes. That just leaves 1 box to put on. And that one doesn't work there.
I'm gonna pick up a similarly sized box that isn't made of the special material and try placing it
Make sure
on.
to climb up on the statue so it doesn't stab your feet.
Thank you. I'm gonna step up onto the statue and place it in the dish.
Stabs
one?
your feet.
Just the regular box.
Oh, the arm does not descend.
Tonto, give me the
Okay.
last cube. I'm gonna put the last cube on top of the other box.
He jumps, puts it on.
I haven't moved from my perch, just kind of standing on the statue.
Just so
Okay.
I don't get stabbed.
When you put the cube on, the kobold statuette descends and drop, and the spikes shoot up.
We're not good at this.
I'm gonna put I'm gonna try it again and put the 3rd one like that. We can't figure out where it goes. I'm just gonna put that one on the dragon one as well. See if it does anything.
Okay. Where are you standing?
On the statue.
Where are you guys?
I'm gonna back
I'm
off.
towards the door. I'm like
Are
trying
you? You can watch them though.
I'm putting
Are
the
you both
thing
watching
on.
them?
Back
Yeah.
up. I'm putting the thing on.
Okay. So when you do that, so you've taken the mystery one you put in the dragon. The spikes shoot up, so you notice nothing out of the ordinary. You guys see that the eyes of the humanoid statuette is the same shade of green from before. The eyes of the dragon statuette are the same green, though a shade deeper. And the one of the kobold statuette is 2 shades darker red.
At this point, I'm thinking about just jumping up to the hole where the ladder is. It's only 8 feet. It's not that bad.
Might have to.
Guys, what did
Switch the one that you put on the dragon.
what do you mean?
I don't know.
I'm-
What are the
I honestly
colors?
wanna
Were they all
attempt
green?
No, the dragon was a darker green, but the kobold was a darker red.
Let's put all three of them on human. Okay, that was obviously wrong because you paused.
It was spike shoot up.
Okay, I put all three of them on kobold. That's what I was thinking.
The kobold's arm descends fully.
That's fucking. That's funny, but I don't like the puzzle.
And you hear from the other side of the room a clink as the ladder drops to the floor. And
I'm actually looking up.
Yeah! Roll a dexterity check.
Oh shit!
50 like rungs just smashed through your face.
Is this a D20? No, this is a D20. I pass.
Alright, so you're able to just dodge out of the way
Oh, shit.
as this wooden ladder drops to the floor.
Hey guys, it looked like the ladder came down. You
Yeah,
must
it
have done
does. Let's go.
The puzzle was to
Yeah.
give everything to kobolds. Fucking. I hate this race.
The statue of the kobold's eyes grow a pleasant green, and looking at it again, you can almost see a slight smile on its stony face.
What happens when we take a cube off? Does the ladder go back up?
The arm remains depressed.
Okay. I'm going to take a cube
Okay.
and I'm going to bring it with me when I climb up the ladder.
Okay.
Well, I see.
You take it off it on like I'm on the ladder.
Well, no, because I want to bring the ladder back up so that they can't follow us and they can't solve the puzzle.
I mean,
Sounds fine, right?
If I have jumping, like climb walls, whatever.
it's 8 feet. It's that tall.
Well,
About that tall.
Sorry for being.
It's not a matter
good sport.
of whether you could.
Yeah.
It's a matter of how would the tower feel if you circumvented what it set out for you to do.
It would feel kind of shitty.
So what?
The tower is also. You are also inside of it, inside of its domain, and the following floors would be a lot worse for you.
I was thinking Oski probably thought about it. Maybe.
Yeah, they're not stupid. The room is human scale, however, the nature of it would punish you for circumventing the rules.
It's a saw trap. Anyway, so climbing up the ladder.
Easy day. Who's going up
Working
first?
our way up to pages.
You're good, yeah. All right.
Well, I'm gonna take a cube as well.
Okay.
When I see Tonsil take one, I'm like, that's a good idea.
I'm already up the ladder.
That's enough to make it go back up.
Okay.
My arms pop out of socket
Yeah.
from this sudden acceleration.
Dislodge. Pulls off the talon globe.
Yay.
Okay. So you guys all climb the ladder 1 through 3, and you enter into a room with a smaller, a shorter ceiling than the previous one, though by not much. The tallest one is Chadlehard, correct?
Yes,
Standing
6
at
foot.
6 foot even. So
6'1".
6'1".
Chadlehard.
So the top of your head occasionally brushes against the ceiling, though it's not too much of a concern. The room that you are now in is illuminated by a single torch already burning on the wall. There are a few chairs and a small table really close. The room is no more than this area that we're sitting in currently, so you'd call that maybe 8 foot by 8 foot.
Okay.
And then a single passageway leads.
Just walk towards the passageway.
Wait, actually, I'm going to pull up the ladder.
Okay. So the wooden ladder is attached to a mechanism that allowed it to drop, but you're able to easily kind of slide it out of the mechanism and pull it up towards where you.
Does he hear like the statue downstairs like kind of click back up?
No.
Yeah.
The mechanism remains like opened to allow the ladder to drop.
Okay.
They've removed now the ladder from it,
Oh, okay.
and you place it up just arbitrarily in the room.
Alright. Okay. I want to be able to get back down eventually.
Is there any more holes in the
I
ceiling?
mean, it's only an 8 foot drop.
Yeah, I guess.
The ceiling is
It'll make it bend your knees.
the ceiling is completely unnoticeable. Well, not unnoticeable. I'm sorry. It's not. It's it's a normal. There's nothing in it. And the only thing illuminating the area is the single torch.
Alright. So let's.
So
Yeah, I mean,
we're heading towards this passageway, I guess.
yeah.
Okay.
That would make sense.
Who has night or dark vision? Okay, so you're heading down. Are you two following behind?
Yes.
Yeah.
Neither of you have night vision.
Yeah, so it's a conga line.
So yeah, neither of you can see more than a foot in front of you.
It's dark in here.
After walking
It's
for
not that dark.
Not for you.
after walking for a few feet, Tonto, you feel on the walls and occasionally when you bump into the side, a kind of viscous slime coating these walls.
Y'all feel that?
Should we?
It's like a weird slime on the wall. I want to smell it if I've like brushed over.
All right, you detect heavy sense of kerosene and a light scent of cherry.
Almost forgot. Guys, it kind of smells like kerosene.
That's the dog.
No, that's the kerosene oozing out from the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the sound it's making. Hey, dog, you're doing a podcast. Can you? I know it's hard to see, with the mic and everything.
How much water does this fucking dog need?
She's a thirsty girl.
Yeah.
Back upstairs you go, Bella. She just pees on the rug.
She didn't actually pee on the rug.
No,
Makes
no,
that
no. Bye, Bella. Are you gonna keep saying hi?
She's friendly.
Alright.
Guess we're gonna have an occasional jingling in the background.
Yeah, so there's some kind of flammable slime on the wall.
Yeah. Good thing I didn't go through the idea of
I think I didn't light a
grabbing the torch and bringing it into the
Yeah.
All right,
to see.
this passageway, it's tight enough that you don't have full. It's like the alleyways you were just going through. You don't have full access to your arms, let's say, but it eventually ends in a dead end that goes to the left and the right.
I want to look both ways.
Okay. To the right, again, you see that it branches off again in a dead end left and right, but at the end of that, a torch is hanging, or rather, it's stuck onto the wall. And you see on the left, goes straight for a bit before turning to the right.
Well, guys, we got a choice, left or right.
Left.
I think we should go towards the torch.
I mean,
Oh, well, is that? Yeah.
all right, let's go right then.
Okay. The passageway continues to be coated in this viscous slime, and the smell of kerosene is beginning to get nauseating. You arrive at the torch eventually, and similar. This is a nearly identical split, let's say, dead end to the one you were just at, with the right now ending in a dead end with a turn to the right, and the left ending in a dead end and turning to the left.
Looks like it's gonna just loop us back around to where we were almost. So maybe right or left, guys? What do you think? I mean, this is all in the tower. How wide is this tower?
From the base floor, the tower did not seem nearly as wide as you've already tracked.
It's almost like it's magic or something.
No.
I feel like we would have exited the tower by now, don't you think?
That would be accurate to
Yeah,
say.
listen, I don't get what's going on here. Why are the walls slimy? It doesn't make any sense.
What if we tried to walk through the walls?
Be my guest.
You're gonna attempt to walk through.
I want to extend a finger and try and push through the wall.
So you push through about half an inch of slime before ending at a solid wall.
It doesn't look like that would work. Wipe it off.
Okay.
Now have kerosene all over you.
On my shirt.
Yeah.
I'm now thinking if I was to dip my talon in kerosene and then set them all on fire, just have this, it would probably hurt me.
But you'd have flaming claws.
I would have a flame claw. So guys, left or right? I mean, it looks like it's going to bring us back the way we came. Either way.
Let's go right again.
Oh,
That's how I
sure.
usually solve mazes. I just go right.
Just keep your hand on the right side.
I'm not gonna touch the wall though.
Yeah.
because-
Fair enough.
You just follow the right wall.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
We'll turn right.
Um,
I'll turn right.
immediately when you turn the corner to glance right, you do see that this slime on the walls has grown. The slime on the wall has grown unrealistically thick and has almost created a barrier that is now an obstacle to pass.
Well, it doesn't look like we're gonna get through here.
You're in front.
Yep.
Roll a wisdom check.
Ba-ba-da-da-ba-ba. Or really past that.
You notice that immediately when it enters your vision, this massive slime, it begins to grow towards you.
It's coming at me. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up.
Back.
Back
Oh,
up,
God,
back up, back up, back up.
Back up.
About how far away? Does it like keep trying to get
Yes, it's now continuing to grow towards you.
me?
Can we see the torch from where we are?
Yes, because you entered with torch, you went to dead end, turned, there's a torch, and then you turned again, and now there's this encroaching wall of slime.
Yeah. Am I in the middle or in the back?
Where were you?
I don't know.
I think you were in the middle.
I feel like I was in the middle.
Mr.
Okay,
Tall Guy.
yes.
I'm gonna like try and like push past Zoodle to run back to the torch.
Okay, so
Back, foul kerosene beast.
Doodle.
Hey, if we burn it,
Judel, Adelhard pushes you into the wall to get by you. You both are now doused in kerosene. And he runs to the intersection where the torch is adhering to the wall.
That's setting you both on fire.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna like look at the torch and I'm like realize that I'm now covered in kerosene. I'm like, we need to leave. Get outside.
Okay.
I'm gonna run back
Scooby-Doo
towards
sound
the
effect, like running
like. Can I see like the light at the end of the tunnel presumably? Or like the other torch?
You cannot. There is you ran back to the torch, and then there was the passageway down, and the passageway to that. Down is, because you don't have the night vision, you only see a small radius around that torch.
Are you going back?
Tonto, I need you to guide us.
Well, you're gonna have to let me squeeze by.
Yeah, there's another. I can step off to the side.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys meet back at the intersection where the torch is currently lit.
Is the slime still following us?
It is, though, at a reduced pace, but now it is going towards the passageway where that torch is located.
Oh God, we need to leave.
All right, follow me.
Okay.
Guess I'm just backtracking the way we came.
Okay, so you make quick time to round the corner and out of the slime wall's sight and around the corner again to get back to the sitting room.
How do you think we should approach this?
There's a torch outside, right?
There's a torch in the sitting room, yes.
Is there like kerosene on the wall? Is there like the ooze on the walls?
Negative. This is dry.
But
Say
like,
for
but
the-
like in the beginning of the, right when we walk in, is there kerosene on the walls?
No, it was a few feet before there started to be like hinting of
So
it.
I'm gonna like take the torch.
Yes.
I'm gonna walk in, and then I guess as
What are
soon
you
as I
doing?
encounter, I'm taking the torch. I'm gonna light the place.
You're gonna light it all on fire?
We won't be inside of it.
I mean, you still might burn down the entire thing. You know how long kerosene burns?
Do you?
Both
do.
of you guys roll wisdom checks.
I passed.
Oh, okay.
I also pass.
So yes, you both know that not only kerosene is flammable enough to be a lantern oil, so it burns for considerable time. I'm trying to decide how combustive it is, and that if there's enough concentrated, if it would explode.
So it's not compressed.
Well, it's all gonna be. It's a fair amount. It's all gonna catch fire really quickly, and there's gonna be a lot of heat pushing out of all of that.
I mean, needless to say, it would
It's gonna make it an oven.
no
No
matter
matter
all really quickly.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Huh.
Wait. Before you
Chadlehard
do
not
that,
even afraid of the flames.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm gonna assume that Adelhard walks towards the tunnel with his with this torch out, and Tonto grabs his arm like.
hey, what the fuck do you think you're doing? You're gonna kill us all. Light that shit.
I guess it will heat things up a little bit too much even for us.
Sorry.
Chadlehard's just he's just worried that it'll ruin his tan. He knows it will kill him.
It's already half covered in kerosene.
Yeah. God.
What's the ignition?
temperature of kerosene?
I'll look that up real quick.
Oh God.
But you can assume that without direct fire contact, flame contact, it's unlikely it would set up, especially in this viscous slime kind of state.
It's kind of like that weird, like, gel.
Yeah, kind of
Almost.
like a petroleum.
Well, like that, I'm thinking, but, like, you know those portable cooking ovens that you can get
Yeah,
for, like, camping and whatnot?
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's, like, kind of that flame gel that they
yeah,
got
yeah.
in there.
I'd say it's very similar to that. Or
Okay.
hand sanitizer.
Okay. That's
Though
okay.
hand sanitizer is not nearly as
It's-
busted.
Yeah. This is cherry-flavored kerosene that will work.
It smells faintly of cherry.
Yeah. Smells like cherry and kerosene.
That's
Adelhard,
weird. I don't smell it.
Adelhard, roll a wisdom check.
I get it.
Okay, because you're the closest to the entrance of this kind of tunnel system, you notice the lack of that kind of slurching sound of the slime wall that was previously following you.
I don't think that slime is pursuing us any longer.
You don't think so?
I don't hear it.
Maybe we should. You think we should go back in? Maybe go to the left this time?
That might be a good idea.
All
Stay away
right.
from the fire.
Line up, motherfucker.
I told you to go to the left. It's fine. I'm just saying. So let's go.
Okay.
I mean, as long as he has the torch and doesn't touch the wall, he'd be fine, but I don't think he really wants to
I'm not going
risk.
to take the torch.
Okay.
Let's stay away from the fire this time.
Nah, Tonto wants to die.
Okay, you guys
Punish
enter.
Tonto.
He just doesn't know it yet.
You guys delve back into the kerosene-soaked tunnels. This is minute 58, so I think we can cut another episode here.
Okay.
It's got a good cliffhanger, right? Thank you for listening to Hour 6.
Are we gonna erupt in flames? Who did start the fire?
Oh no.
I didn't start the fire!
I gotta cut that out.
We're gonna get content ID'd.
Yeah, I was too close. He sounded just like
Yeah. Men in hats.
Billy in hats?
Billy wearing a hat.
Prince.
Prince.
That's where we cut it.
Print.
Yeah, that's what it's got. I mean.
Alright, thank you for listening to episode 6 of Wyvern Watch. See you next time.